I play a lot of Marvel Snap, and you probably do too. But one of the things I feel it lacks is a variety of game modes. Sure, we have our fair share of rotating events over each season, but most of them aren't as creative as I would like. That's when I started thinking, why don't we just make our own game modes? I began searching for alternate game modes from other card games that might translate well to Marvel Snap, and I came across an old friend, the Yu-Gi-Oh! Trading card game. At one point, it was all I could think of, and now, well, I just play with these silly little goats, for the most part. But one thing from Yu-Gi-Oh! Caught my eye. The Pegasus Ultimate Challenge. The Pegasus Ultimate Challenge was a one-off side event in a 2012 YCS tournament, in which random rules were announced across the span of a game. It could be anything from discarding random cards or singing during your battle phase, to wiping your entire board or swapping any monsters on your field with those from your opponents. Konami even had Darren Dunstan, the English voice actor for Maximilian Pegasus from the Yu-Gi-Oh! Anime, announcing rule changes as they took place. So how exactly can we adapt this to Marvel Snap? Now we can't exactly freely alter our game boards as we would be able to in a physical card game or over Dueling Book in the case of Yu-Gi-Oh! So I decided to approach this from a deck building standpoint. Before each game today, I'm going to spin this wheel, and after I've been given a rule from the wheel, I'm going to have 5 minutes to build a deck from scratch within that rule. Then, do my best to win the next game. What could go wrong? Alright, we've got 6 rules on the board today. I don't really know if we're going to get to every single one of them. For now, let's spin the wheel and see what we get for our first challenge. Oh god, I was nervous about this one. While this one is simple, it is also pretty detrimental. You pick one card, and you let Snap's auto deck builder do the rest. My mindset is what cards are impossible to screw up? What is just the most generic card you can put in a deck and like kind of do okay with it? Sunspot comes to mind. If we put in a hyper specific card too, like E-Tree or E-Tree, we might just end up with something playable too. Like if we put in Cerebro, that might get us there. You know what? Let's take a gamble on it. Let's throw in Cerebro, and let's see where that gets us. I'm confident. Wow, that is just a convincing Cerebro 3 deck. Okay, well maybe not. There, I can see some pieces starting to fall apart here now. You know what? I'm gonna go in with an open mind. We're gonna give this an honest try, and if it doesn't work, then the game is stupid. Here's the problem I'm already seeing with this deck. If we don't see Bast or Valkyrie, lights out. We're in trouble. That... that's problematic. Oh god. See if I can start taking Hala. At this point, we might just have to duck away from Cerebro and just raw dog our way out of this one. I don't think there are any... Oh, that would be a cool ongoing to steal. Let's do that. Yeah, if we don't see Valkyrie this game, we are sort of toast, I think. That also makes me a little nervous. That's not doing us any favors either. Okay. Well, there's the Valkyrie. That can at least get us this zone. The problem is if he starts fighting for Limbo, we're sort of in trouble. Warlock is such a weird choice here. I think I screwed up putting him over here, though. I should have put him with the monster. Oh well, you live and you learn. Maybe we just start, like, fucking messing with him? I don't know. Because, like, we single-handedly are gonna... Wait, no, we single-handedly lose... Oh. Alright, I was a little too late on the draw. Alright, we don't really care about that. Alright, that's... Oh boy, that is problematic. I guess the big problem is he only has to win one zone. So what's, I guess just the biggest number I can put down is the Absorbing Man. It sucks that we have priority here, because I think Valk could have done some damage. Yeah. See, Valk would have won us. Oh, speaking of Valk. What just happened? What the hell was this, dude? What the hell? How do we win that? There's no way we win that. Alright, well, with game 1 out of the way, we had more successful results than I ever could have imagined from a prompt of that nature. Let's spin the wheel again. Let's see what we're working with this time. Alright, so for those of you that don't know, there is a website where you can draft decks from Marvel Snap and just use random cards like you're pulling them out of a pack, kind of like you would do a draft in Magic. Yeah, let's do arena mode. So how this works is you get 3 cards, and each time you pick one, throw it into the deck, and then, you know, you just go from there. So we'll go with Widow. This is rough, okay. Guess we'll go with Cable. Morph is kind of funny. Mr. Fantastic's a little better now. We can go with him. I don't have Toxin. Okay, we shuffle that. Let's go Rogue. I feel like Ongoing Hate's pretty good. I don't like any of these. I guess we'll go Strong Guy. God, how is Hydra Bob unironically like one of the better picks there? Alright. Here's crap sandwich with a side of extra crap. Whatever, no time to dwell on that. It's time to play. Fuck. Oh, thank God we opened Hydra Bob, modern Quicksilver of his era. Nice, I guess we'll just Cable. I never got the Hydra Bob hype. Was he ever, like, actually a good card? I feel like he didn't need a nerf. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Oh, he's on Orisham. Okay, so we could hit fucking anything with Morph. You know what? I'm a gambler. I like those odds. Let's see what we hit. Okay, that Angela seems a little ambitious. Yeah, that's a stupid Angela considering that we're literally gonna fill those zones. So let's shuffle these around. Turn off the gene. That is gross. Alright, what's the strat here? Oh my God, you're so good, dude. You're so good. Kind of okay with the snap. We're gonna move Bob off of Icebox, which I think is kind of what we want here. You know, fuck it. Let's play it out. Yeah, okay. Don't really know what I was... He did it to himself! Oh no, what happened? Your deck didn't play itself for you? Your deck didn't build itself to victory? What happened? What happened? That's, you know, that's really toxic. I don't know why. I'm sorry, honestly, senor. I don't know where that came from. That was from a place of misguided judgment. I shouldn't have come at you like that. I apologize, sincerely. Somehow we're 2 for 2 right now, which doesn't feel real. Let's just queue up the next one. It feels like we're bound for a harsh loss in the next one. Let's see what happens. Yeah, that'll fucking do it. Okay. Okay, so we can only use things below Series 3. So Series 2, Series 1, and then, you know, the base cards, the, like, recruit season, whatever it is. I think we go, like, all in on Zoo. I think that is our best bet. I would go with Squirrel Girl. Am I going fucking nuts? Okay, Jesus. I don't know what the hell was happening there. Let's get our guy Khazar in there. Obviously, the GOAT. Blue Marvel. We want to power up our little guys. Onslaught. Absolutely. Wave, I'm pretty sure, is lower, right? Dude, that unironically sucks. Okay. You know, we can do Hobgoblin for the memes. I think that'll be a decent way for us to kind of artificially put power on the zone. Oh, Rhino might be lower. Series 2? Rhino Series 2. Let's go with him. I think this will be okay. This is a very fucking weird-ass zoo deck. I think it might do okay. This is the one that I feel like most confident in so far. So we'll see what happens. All right. Let's start with the Iceman. Gross. Okay, let's put that there for now. If he has a negative here, like I suspect he has, we could be in some deep shit. Okay, that is certainly not much better. Maybe that's a good zone for... I'm gonna pray that we hit the onslaught. We could actually be in business if we hit that. I'm simply better. I'm simply better. Oh, plot twist. That is actually kind of okay for us. Yeah, let's just run it. Should have had Dazzler in here. Is Dazzler... Maybe Dazzler's in... Oh. Do we actually just win? Wait. How? How does he do it, chat? How does he do it? 3-time world champion. Let's go. Damn, that worked awesome. What? We're officially at the halfway point. We've made it through 3 rules. We've got 3 left. Which means, let's take a quick ad break. Now, I'm not being paid by anyone. I'm not being sponsored. But I do gotta mention my upcoming charity stream, which is next week? Next weekend, I think. Okay, so this is coming out on May 30th, which means the charity stream is next weekend. Hey, hi, it's Editor Dalton here. Just letting you know, this video was supposed to come out on the 30th, which is why I'm saying next week for the charity stream. It's not next week from the day this is actually coming out. The charity stream is taking place on Saturday, June 7th. I'm going to talk about this more, but I figured I would just kind of throw that clarifying thing in case next week's what you latch on to instead of June 7th. Yeah, okay, back to your regularly scheduled video. Saturday, June 7th, starting at noon, it's gonna last for 24 hours, and 4 of those hours will be a Marvel Snap tournament, following these random rules each match. We're raising money for the Pride Center of Western New York with an ultimate goal of hitting $1,500 raised. It's gonna be a great time. This is the 3rd Snap tournament we've hosted on one of these streams, and I know it's gonna be a blast. Everyone's super excited. My brother and I have had a lot of fun coming up with more rules than are even featured in this video. So all my tournament participants, you don't get everything just yet. But yeah, that's going to be a fun time. And if you love Marvel Snap content and you love coming together to raise money for a good cause, I highly, highly recommend you tune into the charity stream on Saturday, June 7th. All right, let's spin the damn wheel again. Okay, I don't know if we're going to necessarily use this rule in the tournament, because I feel like it's kind of hard to make a fair judgment call on what is predominantly red and what isn't in this game. But we'll make it work for this video. I'm thinking we almost go with like a destroy deck, because I think like Carnage, I think Null, I think Deadpool. So let's start there. We've got our Deadpool. Spider-Ham is kind of funny. Elektra, that's a destroy card. So I think the fair rule for this that we'll go with is that the character has to be predominantly red and not necessarily the background or the art itself, if that makes sense. That's what I'm going to use for this. Carnage, that's a lot of red. Armor is a little counterintuitive. Wow, this might actually be a little harder than I thought. Okay, Deathlock, he's got a lot of red on him. We can use that. Boss and Mutant, shit game. Gladiator I'm going to call predominantly red for the sake of the cape. I'll go with Shang-Chi too. I might be getting a little ambitious there. Oh, Misery. Could do some funny things with that. Oh, Null doesn't have as much red on him as I thought he did. That is a problem. Okay. That is not good. Okay. Are we calling that predominant? I'm going to call that predominantly red. Agony, I guess we can go with. All right, here's our crickety-ass deck. Let's see. God, this might unironically be horrible. Okay, well, let's start with the Agony. Then hopefully we can see the Deadpool. Okay. Let me just do the Gladiator. It's fine. Okay, that's unfortunate. Okay. Oh, that's unfortunate the way the turns worked out. We're not even going to be able to use the big-ass Deadpool. Unless there's no reason for him to shotgun a Killmonger. If he were to play like Magic or something, that would certainly help us. But I don't see that actually happening. Okay, love hitting that. That's a little scary. I don't think because we don't have death or anything. We don't get any benefit from destroying our own Sentinel. We don't have death, we don't have null. Alright, if this is anything but a Nimrod, I think we're okay. Maybe I should have brought the armor. In the real world, this would be known as a tactical retreat. This ain't the real world. Let's just fuck with him, honestly, because there's no shot we're actually gonna win this. So we're gonna, like, disrupt him a little. Alright, let's see. Okay. Where's that Wolverine go? Alright. I think it's a no. Yeah. I thought I could get cheeky with it. You know what? It's okay. Our glorious streak was bound to break at some point, and this seems like a fair one for it to lose at. I'll concede here. All right, 2 left. These ones are zingers, to say the least. All right, that's fine. We did an Agatha tournament last year, and it was a ton of fun. And that was when she still controlled everything. Now she only controls half of your moves, which is it's fine. It's whatever. I'm still gonna go with the rules we did last year, where you're not allowed to use any discard cards to get rid of her, just because I think that's cheap. So, what is the most impossible deck for Agatha to screw up? How do we do this? Maybe we go with, like, some Thor Jubilee shit. All right, we got Thor. We got Jane. We got Beta Ray Bill. William himself. I don't trust Agatha to hit Wong correctly, but in the event that it happens, it happens. You know, I am kind of curious to try out Toxidoxy here. I feel like we might be able to get, like, a very minuscule amount of mileage out of her. Cosmo's probably not fine now that I fucking think about it, but it's too late. I'm gonna keep it in. There are so many ways that this can go wrong with the Cosmo, but it's just not going to go wrong. I'm just going to be better. All right, so we are definitely playing Wasp next turn, I guess. All right, do it, Agatha. Yeah! Oh, we're up against fucking high Evo. Oh, no, Agatha, what have you gotten yourself into? Oh my god, she's actually just gonna play herself turn 4. Oh my god, yes! The brilliance, Agatha. Holy shit, we lucked out so fucking hard on that. Oh, good heavens. You know what I would love to see next turn is Lockjaw. That's what I would like. I guess it doesn't really matter when it hits. Alright, that is in fact not Lockjaw. No, maybe, no. We go with the Jane. Jane is the logical choice here, unironically. Oh, he has played nothing. Next turn is Hulk and She-Hulk. I should have put like Infinite or something big in here to get off the Lockjaw. That was complete oversight on my part. I think we go Stormbreaker or Mjolnir, then Stormbreaker. I think we need more power on the Thor. Going for both there. Oh, that stinks. I think even if we hit the Mjolnir, I think it's going to be an L after the Cyclops. Oh, we hit it again. Yeah, 'cause this. Ah! Dude, it was right there. I had it. I had it in my crosshairs, and I fumbled. You blew it, Agatha. You blew it. We've got one more option left on the wheel. For novelty's sake, for old time's sake, let's spin it. And let's see what we land on. Whoa! This is so unexpected. I can't believe we landed on this after all this time. So in my head, I see a very clear vision for this deck. I think we go with all odd cards, and we focus pretty heavily on the threes. Am I gonna have to ban that for the tournament? Is this gonna be too good? All right, let's see. Let's get Shaw. Let's get Brood. Yeah, we can actually use Agony instead of Forge. Chavez instead of Okoye. It's not great, but I think this will be, once again, good enough. I think, yeah, so I think turn 2 we do this. Turn 3 we Fastos here. And turn 4 we put them both here. Oh, we hit the Shaw too with the Chavez. That's great. Alright. Daredevil, sort of annoying, but I do think we'll live. Oh, I can't even... Shit, that sucks. Because I would only get 1 stone from that. No, I'm thinking about this all the wrong way. No, I am thinking about it the right way. And math is stupid. Alright. 8 on the Agony, dude. Holy shit. If we can pop a Reality Stone or a Power Stone off of this, holy cow, we're going to be in business. Oh, that's... I feel a little less safe now. We got the Reality Stone. If we get priority, we're good. Alright, that's fine. Oh, I think he has the Shang. I think he does. I think we play it safe. He didn't have the Shang, okay. This might have just been a screw up, but those are probably smaller things. Because he just played a fucking Nick Fury. Oh, that's... Never mind, that's a fucking Hercules. Do we lose this? I think we lose this. What was I got too paranoid. I thought the Shang would be there. That stinks. Okay. So yeah, that kind of wraps things up. I'm pretty sure we had like a 50% win rate. Like I think it was just win, 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 loss, loss, loss. But either way, thank you very much for watching. If you want to see more stuff like this, hit the subscribe button. Maybe we'll do more Snap content. And check out the charity stream, Saturday, June 7th, noon. The Snap tournament is going to start at 4 p.m. Eastern. So if you want to come watch some absolutely silly gameplay, we'd love to have you.